All right, well, welcome to our LifeWave Success Team call for June already, June the 2nd. And we are so happy to have all of you on this call, and those who are here live and those who may listen to the recording later. We are really grateful that you've taken time out of your day to hear a little bit more about LifeWave and photobiomodulation. These phototherapy patches are just miraculous in what they can do if given half a chance. And so we're all going to be sharing a little bit about LifeWave, and I'm hoping that toward the end we'll have a time for Q&A. So make sure that you jot down some questions that you might have if you are listening along, and something just sparks your curiosity, then we will try to address all your questions as we go. You can also write some questions down in the chat if you prefer. So welcome to everybody on the call. And Pete asked me just to say a couple words about some protocols that I've learned that seem to really help. And I'm not sure if, Pete, if the person that you're wanting to be on the call is here or is coming. But you wanted to just, oh, sorry. I'm just sorry. I just forgot to turn off my phone. So anyway, Pete asked me to say just a brief sentence or two about what I've been learning about neurological issues, like what you would find in the symptoms that come from having Parkinson's or MS. And I've also, there's diabetic neuropathy. And so I've been working with a number of my own clients in LifeWave that struggle with symptoms, especially of Parkinson's. And when you listen to David Schmidt's webinar on carnosine, you'll hear somewhere in that whole hour, there's a part where he says it really helps neurological issues. And I wrote that down and memorized that because that really piqued my curiosity. It also works with symptoms as well of MS when you're using both the X39 and the carnosine together. And so when you increase your carnosine levels through the patch, they go up by at least 30%. Makes a huge difference. Not only does carnosine help with muscles, which is also an issue when you have those types of diseases going on in your body. You have muscle wasting as well as neurological issues. So I just wanted to let you know that it really helps with reducing oxidative stress, and it seems to work very well when it comes to neurological problems. So that's just a little tip of the iceberg for you to kind of think about, and perhaps go into YouTube, or there's other places you can go to listen to David Schmidt talk about carnosine. I'd highly recommend it. All right, well, we're going to turn that back over to, I think, to either you, Pete, or maybe right next is Kai on the list. So,
well, Judy, I want to thank you for sharing that, but I do want to do one of those disclaimers really right up front. We don't diagnose or cure any diseases. The patches are wellness patches, and they can be very helpful for many things, for people to feel better and relieve some of the symptoms of things. And, they're certainly worth trying and see what they do for you. But it's, if you have a serious disease, you should always see your doctor and get advice from your doctor. But yep. Thank you for sharing that, Judy.
Good disclaimer. Yeah, we always try to talk about the symptoms that people are experiencing rather than the disease itself. So thanks for that disclaimer. All right, over to you, Pete. And don't forget to unmute.
All right, forgot that little mute button. So thank you, Judy, for all you do and for the lovely work of emceeing and coordinating everything here. Appreciate you so much. And for those of you that don't know Judy Friesen, she's from Abbotsford, BC, and she's actually was the #1 person in our organization for the Preferred Customer Program. And right now, Santos Panacci's got her really close. Right now, I had a meeting with him yesterday, and wow, is he working that Preferred Customer Program? Amazing, amazing. So anyways, my name is Pete Redicup from Canada, Belize, in the last 2 years, Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Great to have you with us here all today. Everybody's from different areas. Canada, I see Sherwin. Hey, Sherwin, great to have you on the call. We had an hour call with Kai Jacobson just the other day. What a great call we had. So just an amazing individual. He's actually a fitness trainer. He's worked with many of the Edmonton Oilers hockey players, and he's a coach. And I said, you got to come out tonight. Coach Clarissa is going to be on the call, and you definitely want to tune in and hear her story. So that's what we've got at the top. But before we go to our wonderful friend, Coach Clarissa, and what she's doing, some amazing, amazing things. I'm not going to steal her thunder. I'm going to let her share her story. But I always like to start our webinar off with some words of wisdom from my wonderful friend of many years and sponsor, Kai Jacobson. I used to say from Hawaii, but now it's been Puerto Rico. They were just down here in Tulum, Mexico for the LifeWave trip, which, by the way, Judy had also won. Santos Bonacci had won it. They both opted not to travel and received a lovely, lovely package from LifeWave, as Santos did with the X39. How many bundles was it, Judy? What did you guys get in lieu of the trip? Tell us real quickly.
We were told we were going to get 12 X39 and get a trickle order so that it kept us active and qualified with the points for the next year. But they ended up sending 15, I think it was 15 X39. And I called the company and they said, no, we didn't make a mistake. We told you 12, but we decided to do 15. So that was really a bonus, wonderful bonus.
Beautiful.
Plus, we also won, besides all of the X39, we won free admission to the August LifeWave convention, as well as the hotel stay. And on top of that, there was one other thing. It was like amazing what they did for us because we weren't able to come.
Excellent, Judy. So again, congratulations to you. And Santos was so surprised when he received the 15-month supply. He goes, I think we made a mistake on my order. He says, I think we ordered too many X39. I wanted some glutathione. Then he found out, I found out it was earnings from the trip in lieu of not taking the trip. So congratulations to you and Santos Bonacci that earned that. So great accomplishment there. And many things are happening, ladies and gentlemen. I love the way LifeWave is taking on a shape here. It's so amazing to see a product that's truly unique for the times. Hannah and I just had the most amazing meeting for an hour. They were supposed to be on the webinar. They might come a little later. Erica and Chad, she's from Nova Scotia. He's from London, Ontario, actually. And they'll be on the call, or I'll get them to replay for sure. Great people down here, and they're just amazing.
Yeah, he's coming.
People. They're in the world of health and wellness, and we just had a long chat, and it was just so great to connect with some like-minded people that are looking for solutions that are not drug-based. And I know we've got my wonderful friend Tony Sawyers here as well. He's from the UK, but here in Playa del Carmen as well. He's a famous YouTuber, and Hannah and I were featured on his channel. We're going to get to hear from Tony Sawyers a little bit later. So had a lovely meeting with him the other day again. It's always a pleasure to associate with Tony. You'll get to know what he's all about and what drives him. And he's pretty excited about LifeWave as well. And Santos was so impressed with the video that Tony Sawyers did. He asked if he could get permission from Tony Sawyers to upload it to his channel. And I think it's received 5,000 plus views already on Santos' channel. So that's really good. And we're also going to hear from my wonderful friend, Karl Krebs, the rights advocate standing up for our freedoms in Canada. And you'll get to hear a little bit about him, but he's excited about LifeWave and just building LifeWave. He's got so many things happening right now. So we've got a great lineup for you tonight. So without further delay, I am going to introduce you and turn it over to my wonderful, wonderful brother from another mother, Mr. Kai Jacobson from Puerto Rico. So Kai, how are you today?
Well, I'm doing great, Pete. Thank you. And yes, I'm calling from Puerto Rico, right on the beach. It's great. I'm going to keep my talk really short because I talk a lot, and I'm so excited to hear from Tony and from Coach Clarissa. So and Karl too. So I really want to make sure there's plenty of space for them to all speak. The one thing I think I would share is I did go on that trip to Tulum, the one that you guys didn't go on. And I guess what I want to share is, we have incredible product. I mean, I think everybody on this call has experienced the product and shared it with people and seen we really have a unique product that's like no other product in the world. I mean, it's patented, it's unique, you can't get it anywhere else. So many network marketing companies have Me Too products, things like, essential oils. You can get them all over, Amazon. You can go get them in Costco. Matter of fact, I saw them in Walmart the other day, and they're great products. And some of the fruit juices, like the acai berry and mangosteen, and and goji was Free Life. There's so many companies, and CBD oils. All these companies are really good, but they have a product that you can get everywhere: Amazon, Costco, Walmart, and it is in health food stores, and it's just not unique. These patches, because David Schmidt is the inventor of these, and he has over 120 patents now on the technology behind it that are issued patents. We really have a unique product that you can't get anywhere else in the world. There's no other company making patches that work on photobiomodulation, and that makes it a very special thing. When I first started network marketing over 40 years ago, my mentor told me, get involved with a company that has a product that is unique, that you can't get anywhere else. Not something that there's like, the main discussion is mine's better than yours. We don't have that discussion with anyone because we have something that's really unique. And that gives us longevity. That's why we're almost in our 18th year. So I guess what I want to share is we have a very unique company with a very creative owner who's a really genuinely good person. And when you go on these trips and you come to the convention, you're going to get to meet the staff and the owner of the company and the community. And it's an incredible, excuse me, my phone's ringing, excuse me. I want to turn it off. We have a really unique community. And I guess what I want to say is there's a lot of other businesses out there, and some of them are good ones. Most of them are Me Too ones, but some of them are good companies and good businesses, but there are very few homes. And so, one of my best friends, Gregory, always says, welcome home. And this is a family and a community with a very special product that's based on light and a very legacy stable company that's 18 years old, with miracles that happen for people when they put these patches on and have amazing experiences. And I think we're going to hear some of them from Coach Clarissa, and I hope to hear some from Tony, and I know Karl's going to be sharing. So back to you, Pete. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kai. And as it was last year, it was just such a pleasure spending quality time with you down here in Playa del Carmen, and the events we had at the Freaky Tiki here in Playa del Carmen, our VIP night. It was just a huge success with Robin and Gregory, and we had a great time as always. So again, thank you for being you, Kai. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a real treat tonight. I have asked my friend, Coach Clarissa from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, is where she resides now. She's been to Dubai, she's been in the Philippines, and she's going back to the Philippines. And I got to share a real quick story. Clarissa was actually the very first one that I approached for LifeWave, along with her husband, Jay. I went right to their house in Winnipeg and spoke with them. And instantly, there was an element of curiosity of what the patch could possibly do and what the technology was. And we got into a three-way call with Kai. And Kai, you will remember this conversation with Coach Clarissa in the beginning. And I had worked with Clarissa in the past, and I knew her potential and what she's capable of, and just a firestorm, an incredible firestorm. This lady is a lady with a mission, and she's got a real special event that she's competing in right now, and I'm gonna let her share that. But it was April of 2020 when she said yes to LifeWave, and you're gonna hear her story directly from her. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome my friend, Coach Clarissa, residing from Winnipeg. So Clarissa, come on and share with us.
Wow, that's awesome, Pete. Thank you so much. I miss you. So, yes, and by the way, thank you so much, Judy, for hosting this call. And of course, Kai and everyone, thank you so much, Pete. And then, like what Pete have said, that April 1st, it's April Fool's Day, but I never have fooled with this opportunity because, like, for me, it's always thankful. I'm always thankful. And today is a thankful Thursday, everyone. So let me share with you a little bit about the how God beautifully orchestrated my life. For other people, they said, one phone call could change your life. They thought it's a cliche. But for me, it's a life changing because with the phone call that Pete, his courage to call me, I don't know if that's courage or it's a phone call prospecting, whatever you may call it. For me, it's a blessing. I will never be here without that one phone call from Pete. Because Pete didn't even know that I've been suffering from seizures, migraine, half body numbness and everything. Yes, I'm a public figure, but my health issues was not publicly announced. I am a very private person with a public, even though I am a public servant. So, backstory is that in 2014 I had stroke, and because of my determination, focus, and the gift of faith, I just focus on the things that I can instead of focusing on what I cannot. So if you're listening today, I know for sure there are a lot of things that you cannot do, but what if you focus on things you can do? Will it hurt you? So, cut the long story short, after 6 months of after having the seizures, after my stroke, I went to the gym. 6 months after, I got qualified to compete in Germany and Hong Kong for international bodybuilding competition. And not only that, I travel in different countries. I competed in international dragon boat. And after that, I raced in different countries as a marathoner. And in fact, my doctor still said that I cannot run because I'm still having these seizures. But I asked my husband, I want to live my life without regretting the things that I want to do. My husband allowed me to run and race 50 kilometers, 60 kilometers, and I finished 102 kilometers. And here's the thing. On the 90th kilometers, I fell and I almost died, but someone picked me up and I still finished that race. And I still move on with my life with this passion and faith and praying that someday I will be healed. Someday the pain that I have in my body, in my physique will be gone. So I never stop looking. I never start searching, and I even went to the hills, different villages, just to look for any alternatives. Now here's Pete, my friend, my sponsor, great leader. He's an entrepreneur. He called me last May, and then the three-way call, the powerful voice of an angel. I've heard an angel from Kai. I thought, oh, Kai, is this an angel? When Pete introduced Kai to me, I can't, it's like a sound of an angel. You know the voice of Kai, right? It's so calm. It's like encouraging me to listen. So now, when you are in pain, you don't have time to be skeptical. So I said yes. I did not mention to them that I'm half interested in the business, but I got so interested how they explained about the product, about this opportunity, about this technology. Cut the long story short, since then, never had any seizures attack. My extreme hair fall and hair loss is gone. My husband is so happy about it. My in-laws, you know, when you please your in-laws, that means you have something good in your hand. My in-laws are 100% until now, since the day that I sent them the product, until now they've been promoting it in the Philippines. That's why I'm so excited to announce to you that my trip to the Philippines, my team will be heading to the Philippines on my birthday, July 20th. You know, I don't have to celebrate it grandiosely, but my celebration is helping people around the world. So I would like to thank, you know, Pete and Kai, and of course, David Smith, and, you know, this community. So because of that, our regional tour is not just for our team, it's for our community. If you have some people that you know there, you know, connect them to me. If I could, you know, if I could be able to help you, I would do that. Let me, you know, I'll try to assist you. I'll do my best to assist you if you know, if you need something. So now my doctor, even, you know, my doctor said that do not stop patching, because even if he did not, you know, even if he doesn't know what technology is all about, he have seen my blood work, my recovery, my wrinkles, my energy, and now I'm running every day. And with what Pete has mentioned, I joined a competition. I was nominated last month, and here's the thing: my husband was so scared if I'm gonna win this competition. He's scared because my body was not ready. I had so many body fats, and then my husband knew my determination. When I want something, I will do my best, my very best. But he's so scared, like, how can you prepare in 1 month with that body? And I said, let's try. This is the time that we will be able to try X39 and X49. So since the day one that I went to the gym until today, every day, I've lost 10 pounds. And not only that, I gained muscle mass. And then I fasted for 24 to 27 hours a day. And now I fasted for 25 hours today. Never lost any, you know, the clarity of my mind is still great. Most of the trainers there was amazed. And of course, they are trying our patches because of the results and my energy and the muscles that I can see. And then I don't have any cravings. So imagine that, if we have that kind of product and that testimonial, it's not a made up testimonial. I really encourage you to try it yourself. Don't take my word, you know. Try it to your physique, because you cannot, no one could ever argue with how they feel. So now this is how I feel. I'm so thankful and thankful. And with regards to my health and fitness, my physique is so ready. My mind and heart is so ready to win this. But because, unfortunately, because I don't have major sponsor, and we only have 1 hour to go to vote for double the vote, all I can say is that I'm so grateful for all of you who have supported, voted for me, and now I'm on, and you have helped me be on the top consistently. So, but unfortunately, I am on the top 2 now. Only the top 1 could move to the quarterfinals. But until now, my team and they are cheering for me. They've been voting, and I'm so thankful to all of you. So no regrets, because I have done my part, and this is not just for my win. My testimonials, my testimony could be able to use by all of the leaders of LifeWave around the world. Okay, so that's why what I have seen, if I am gonna be published in the global magazine, you could have that printed. So I'm lifting everything up to the Lord, but I'm so thankful for this community. Kai and Pete and to all of you, you can use my testimonials. This is God-sent product with a God-sent leaders in you, Pete and Kai, and to David Smith. And of course, I am forever X49, even if I will be 51. Okay, so thank you so much. God bless everyone.
Beautiful, Clarissa, absolutely beautiful. And you know what? Why don't you do us a huge favor, Clarissa? Post the link where we can go and vote, all of us here in the room, in the chat area here, so that we can all go and cast our vote for you and just encourage you. And I've been voting for you daily. And hey, this is a lady with the mission, so it costs nothing. It just takes a few seconds to go click that vote button, and let's help her cause. And what magazine again was it, Clarissa? Can you mention the magazine name again? It's Mrs. Health and Fitness, or what's the exact name of the magazine that you're running for right now?
It's the Hers magazine, Miss Health and Fitness Pit, but we only have 1 hour because if I will be on the top 2, I will be out of the game already. So this is just your last chance to vote for free or donate $10. That will give me 20 votes. $10 will give me 20 votes, and that $10 will not go to me. It will go to the warriors, to the veterans. So yeah, that's what my team are doing right now for me.
All
to
right,
see.
well,
Thank
pop
you so
the link
much.
in, Clarissa. Let us all go and click vote for you right now. If you would be so kind and drop it in the chat box, and we'll all go and give you a quick vote here, and that hopefully will boost your ratings right up there. We'd be happy to do that for you. So, and plenty of success, Clarissa. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. I know in Winnipeg, we went out for a fine dinner when you advanced to director, and got to meet her lovely daughter as well. And we just had a great time back home in Winnipeg. I think that was last year. So thank you, Clarissa, for taking the time here and out of your schedule, and wish you the best of success in that race for on the cover of Mrs. Health and Fitness. So thanks for sharing, Clarissa. I really appreciate you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move right along. We've got a lineup here yet, and we've got my wonderful friend, Tony Sawyers. He was brought into LifeWave by Peter and Nika, Peter Langelier here in Playa del Carmen. They got on a topic of stem cell activation, and it resonated with Tony. And Tony's going to share with us, and just become really fond of Tony and his channel, and he's so awake and so incredible. So Tony asked for an interview with Hannah and myself, which we did. When was that, Tony? I guess about 4 months ago. And it was just absolutely excellent. So I'm gonna let Tony share the story and what Tony's all about, what motivates him. So please welcome my friend, YouTuber Tony Sawyers from UK, living down in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Tony, the stage is yours.
Thanks, Pete. Just to let you know, FYI, it's Sayers, not Sawyers.
Sayers, I'm so sorry, Sayers. I've done that to you before.
Right. You won't be the last person to get it wrong, so it's fine. But yeah, no, it's great to hear Clarissa's testimonial there. It's amazing to hear what these products are doing for people. I mean, my experience isn't so much of a personal testimonial. I wasn't like searching to resolve health issues or anything like that. But I have a YouTube channel, and I try and bring or what I perceive as a truth to people on a whole aspect of different subjects. And for a long, long time, I've been thinking, do you know what? This whole living to 70 years old, that to me doesn't seem like a long life. That seems to me like bullshit. And I just felt intuitively that there should be ways of slowing down the aging process, reversing aging, reversing illness. It just didn't seem natural. When you look at how the body works, the body's always trying to find balance. It's always trying to heal itself. And I kind of knew with like the conditions that we're living in, with all the chemicals in the food, the water and everything else, you know, Wi-Fi and all this stuff. It's unnatural for the body. And for months, just previous to coming across LifeWave, it was really burning a hole in my brain. I started here in Mexico, and there's a lot of people that look at stem cell therapy, and that can be really expensive. And yeah, the way it's done now, maybe not the best as well. You don't quite know what you're getting. And so I was just throwing all these ideas around in my mind, looking at diets and different things like this. I'm always trying to find life hacks to not only help my followers, but to help me as well. Because we all want to be healthy and vibrant and live as long as possible. And yeah, one day I met up with Pete to get something else, some chlorine dioxide, which is also really good. But we just happened to meet opposite like next to a stem cell therapy place. It was almost like synchronicity. And I said to Pete, oh, that's funny. I was like, what do you think of stem cell therapy? I've really been thinking a lot about, you know, living longer, etc. He's like, funny you should mention that. And then out came the patches. and really that was that. I mean, he was explaining it to me. I was a little bit concerned, you know, was there any chemicals that were going to go into the body? Because I'm quite against that. And he explained it was psychotherapy. And I don't know, you know, when you just get like a real deep resonance, you know, I love the packaging of it. It just seemed so simple, but so effective. And what happened was he put a glutathione on the back of my neck, right? And within like 10, 15 minutes, I started to feel a little bit nauseous. Now, I look at that as a good thing because it's doing what it's supposed to do. So that really gave me sort of instant feedback, the fact that I just put on this patch and then 10 minutes later, I was feeling this weirdness going on. And I just went with it from there, really. Like I say, I don't have the full personal health testimonial like Clarissa does. I mean, I have noticed benefits definitely around my skin, you know, people saying that my skin looks clear and, you know, things like that. I love the sleep ones, the silent nights. I love putting one of those on with an ion patch. It's like I dream in HD now. But I've been offering them to my YouTube subscribers. I did the interview with Pete, the testimonial, which went down really well. We got a lot of people sign up from that interview. And I know Santos put it on his channel, and I think he got even more views than me, the bugger. So yeah, it's all good. So I'm really just passionate about the products. I'm a patch addict now. I've got all of them, and I'm just hoping to just get more people involved. And it's really, really amazing to be at the forefront of such amazing technology that can really empower people's lives and ultimately help them live longer and healthier lives. So to align with such a company, and just hearing like how the company treats people, like what you mentioned there, Pete, with they gave Santos all those patches because, you know, he couldn't make that conference, and the vibe that I get from David Schmidt and the interviews that I've heard, like it really just does seem from top to bottom a real good feeling about it. And for me, it's wonderful to align with it and introduce as many people as possible to the product, and hopefully get more people booked up or signed up on the other side of things as well, which we're working on, Pete, aren't we? So so yeah, that's basically my story. So just thanks for everyone, and I'm just so happy to be here.
Well, thank you so much, Tony Sayers. And it's great to have you on the call here. I just appreciate you every time I see you. And tell me, what's your favorite patch out of them all? Which one? Is it the Silent Night, or which one? If you were to choose one patch, which one would it be, Tony?
Well, if you take out the X39, I think it would be the Silent Night. I mean, the dreams I have, it's unbelievable. Like I'm literally flying around. I'm just
Wow.
Yeah, I can't even describe some of the weird dreams, the crazy dreams. Like I go to a different world. But it's with the iron patch. I can't remember what interview. It may have been David Schmidt, because the iron patch calms the nervous system. So you go in a sense of calm before you sleep. And then with the silent night, with the melatonin, with those two combined, and I even added a glutathione the other night as well, and I just went crazy in my dreams. So yeah, I do like night patching quite a lot. So
it's incredible, Tony.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I was with Santos Bonacci last night. Hannah and I went down to see him. We had to drop off some things for him, and I recently delivered some glutathione to him. And he says to me yesterday, he says, "What's that patch that Robin and Gregory were supposed to give me to put on my third eye?" And I was clueless in the conversation because I didn't know what Robin had shared with Santos. And he says, "Yes, in the studio, we did the recording. She was going to give me some patches that were going to give me these dream in color patches." I kind of expected it would be Silent Night. And then he sent me a screenshot of Silent Night. Oh, yes, he's never tried Silent Nights yet. So I'm going to be introducing him to some silent nights, and he's going to get some rapid eye movement sleep, dream in color. And it's just incredible for so many people. They absolutely love that patch. It's like their favorite patch, and carnosine as well. I mean, wow, what a combination that is. So very good, Tony. So,
and Pete, actually the silent night, for some people does, they usually get much better rest because of the melatonin. But I know the patch Robin was talking about is actually Alavita.
Oh, it's Alavita.
Yeah, Alavita is a night patch too, and doesn't help you sleep, but it activates your pituitary gland, and that's the one that a lot of people dream in color. That so if the silent night doesn't totally help you sleep, try the Alavita, put it on your third eye. It's not a sleep patch, but it does make you dream in color.
I've never tried Alavita. I don't even know if we can get it in Mexico here. I have no clue.
And it's a skin patch. It really makes your skin really different. So, and it activates your pituitary gland.
It's interesting. Very good to know. I'll have to relay that message on the Santos. I know I did forward Santos's message to Robin today, so she will have a WhatsApp message from me, forward from Santos. He was looking for this patch, and he was like, "But she forgot to give it to me." It was awesome. So I'll bend over backwards to get him whatever he needs. So that's awesome. All right. Well, thank you again, Tony, for sharing that, and look forward to seeing you again soon and being a guest on a future call on your channel. It'd be great. To be an honor. And I'm going to move right along here. We've got my friend, Mr. Karl Krebs, in the lineup here, and he's down here in Playa del Carmen. He's been here for a good, what is it now, 2 months, Karl? And we've spent a lot of quality time at one of our 4 offices. I think Karl's adopted that now too. It's one of his offices too. The Acacao coffee chain happens to be our regular meetup grounds, 30th and 5th Avenue. And we have 4 offices to choose from in Playa del Carmen. So we meet people there. Sometimes it's just a few of us. Sometimes it's what did we have the other day? Like 10 of us there, Karl. And we always have great conversation. We bring LifeWave into every conversation, whether it's freedom, whether it's something that's going on in these crazy times. But my friend Karl, I spent some good time with him in Canada, fighting for freedoms and all that. We were in a ditch of 5,000 people, and we went to Orlando together, had the opportunity to meet David Schmidt and David Jumper from Toronto. He was down in the Caribbean, but in Orlando as well for the LifeWave convention in November. So it was amazing. And Karl's got lots going on in his LifeWave business, and his level of interest and motivation, I think, has elevated drastically over the last little while. So Karl, take it away, my friend, and share what's happening and what's new today.
All right. Thank you, Pete. And it is indeed a pleasure to be with all of you here. I'm thankful for the people that have come on that have recently joined our community. Saw Tina Hepner and Roger and Carola Sawatsky. I think Nancy Cron is on the call, and a new person who's just starting to get interested, Teresa. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we can inspire you to dig a little deeper, dive deeper into this wonderful community and the wonderful product of LifeWave patches. It's easy to be skeptical about something as simple as a wafer-thin patch that can be applied almost anywhere on the body that can stimulate the body without introducing drugs into our body. We're living in a big pharma culture where the only things that seem to be offered to us by our doctors and health professionals is another injection or another pill. And along comes LifeWave and brings to the market a very natural product that does for your body and stimulates your body to do what your body has always been able to do, but is in the course of life and the food, the environment we live in, and the pharmaceuticals that we've been consuming, our bodies have been under tremendous duress and stress. The kind like some of us are enduring right now personally, living in this world that is just pivoting and going upside down. And I want to share something that I gleaned from a webinar that David did the other day. And it was beautifully said, because we have this community, Robin and Gregory Mascari are good friends and wonderful people helping other people in the Live Younger community that they've created. So thinking about that further, and David spoke about it in this interview, was what does it really mean to live younger? Because as I am now just crossing the 60-yard line, crossed it in January, I realize that I'm the sum total of everything I've experienced in my life. And that although I would like to in some ways go back and undo some of them, maybe make a different decision, zig when I should have zagged, left or right, everything about us brings us to the point where we are who we are today. We cannot be anything less than the subtotal of everything we've experienced. And that brings us to the personalities and the characters that we are. So if live younger is important, then it has to be something more than vanity. And I love when David addressed this the other day because he has a very personal appeal. And many of our people in this community have a very personal appeal. This is a relationship business. This community is about relationship. And David said it in this one interview, it's more than vanity. It's about building into your community and being better. And at one point he mentioned, imagine hiring a 70-year-old engineer who has the youth, the vitality, the drive, the stamina, the mental clarity to do a job with all the experience that he has. So think then about taking, there's an old saying, I wish I knew then what I know now. Well, we are all in many ways better than we were. We are more educated. We are more experienced. We have the school of experience to draw on, and that gives us a wealth of information and experience to bring to the market. But our bodies have started to degenerate, and our patches are about regenerating. Imagine the beautiful coupling of experience of life and in work and experience and knowledge, and put it together with youth and vitality. So this is where I think living younger comes to mean something very significant, that those of us who are more than 50 years old and are experiencing the loss of stem cells in our body, the building blocks, the little guys that do the heavy lifting in our bodies. Imagine regenerating those things. Yes, there will be a return to youth in our facial expressions. Many of us are experiencing that now. Hair where we actually want it and where we, as opposed to where we don't want it. Hair color, vitality, scars dissipate. Yes, all that's good. But imagine the youth coupled with your experience. This is where we go to the market and offer this to people because it is all natural, stimulating the body through natural products, crystals that are all natural. Non-transdermal is a fancy way to say no drugs. And this is a counter-cultural. This is against the norm that's being presented to us. So as you said earlier, Kai, I appreciate that. If you're going to do something, then do it with a company that has something to offer that nobody else has. So LifeWave, the company, offers what nobody else has with all of its clinical studies and all of its patents. But I love the person at the top, because the person at the top of a company sets the tone, the speed, and the culture of the company is set by that person. David Schmidt sets the environment in which we all thrive in. because it's humility in recognizing that he has a giftedness that has been given to him from God, as he says many times, is to acknowledge that he's here to serve others. And when we take on ourselves and offer this wonderful product, then we realize it's not about selling, it's about offering. All we have to do is start a conversation. So in a simple way, I'm just going to hold this up here. This is an X39 emblem, if you can see it. I've had several of these made, and I proudly wear it around my neck. And people have often asked, what is X39? What a wonderful way to introduce a product that can change your life. Because when X39 was developed, it was the biggest game changer. And in the words of David Schmidt, his greatest accomplishment yet. But this man is on the verge of changing so much in this world when he talks about his philanthropic endeavors in recreating and in helping plants grow better. The genius mind of this guy is just unknown. I mean, I've never met an individual who couples his humility and his giftedness and presents it to the world. So we have a great product. We have got a great culture in our community to work in, and we've got a great business model. So those of you that are on the call that have recently joined, the business side of it is a natural segue. In offering this product, all you have to do is offer it. And as Gregory has said, it doesn't walk and talk, but it just about does everything else. And the information we have and the resources that have been developed. And I was on the call this morning listening to Robin and Judy, I believe is her name, who developed the nitty-gritty basics. This is incredible resources. So if you're looking at a product that can change your life, that's wonderful. And if you only want to keep it for yourself, that's wonderful too. But in sharing it, in offering it, in presenting it to people, there's this wonderful business model. So you get this incredible synergy that comes together with product that is unparalleled, unmatched in the market, and a simple business model of how we share it. And in sharing it, of course, there is an aspect of business, and business works on it can be monetized. That's the beauty about our product. So my experience has been a slow migration, and I know Kai identifies with this. We've spoken about this. I've experienced things in very small ways. I didn't have an aha, wow, oh my goodness kind of experience, but everything about my life today is better in my health. Everything. And I've had a chance to reflect on some of those things, and they're there. Increased mental acumen, increased energy, deeper sleep, more energy, everything about me. My asthma. I don't know the last time I took a puff. I don't need to take a puff of my asthma, and I'm able to do all that I have been doing and have been doing for a long time. And in the midst of fighting for freedom in Canada, when my body was under the most duress, along came a friend named Pete. I didn't know him, and he offered me a simple product. And in that simple offer, it was my way to continue to do what I do. And as a public figure, and I know Clarissa, you mentioned that as well, we have a responsibility as public figures to, when we put our name to a product, that we truly believe in it. And LifeWave is something you can believe in. The world that we're living in right now is talking about science, and they have said to us, believe the science. The problem is we have had no evidence of the science. That evidence is not shared. David Schmidt pulls back the curtain and presents all of his clinical studies in various different portals where we can grab them and say, here are 80 clinical studies that have been done. 80 exhaustive studies that you can look at, and if you want to investigate it further, you can. But here's the best part, and this is what I'm going to wrap it up on. We got to believe that we can be healed. Faith and healing go together. You can't just look at this patch and say, well, just do that for me. And David brings in, whenever he talks about it, all of the facets that complete the circle of healing: better nutrition, exercise, and a belief that you can be better. Start with that belief. Add the LifeWave and everything else that makes a person whole, because we are talking about whole people: body, soul, spirit. And this is where the miracles start to happen. And I love it, because we get to share this wonderful product, and in sharing it, all we do is offer, and the evidence speaks for itself. And as I've always said, Companies make a lot of statements about our product. We always make this disclaimer that LifeWave products are not designed to heal, treat, or cure any known sickness or disease. Wonderful. How many of the other guys out there offering their products are offering you all of their solutions with all of their side effects attached? And sometimes the cure is worse than the condition. But in LifeWave, you get all of the best and none of that other stuff. And that's wonderful. So believe in this product, and coupled with regular use and all the other things that make us healthy. And in pursuing this as a business, wealthy to do, because your health and your wealth are not dismissed from each other. And this product and this company epitomizes that in a way that I have never seen. And I have been in business since I'm 24 years old. I've seen a lot of products come and go and a lot of companies come and go. And LifeWave is truly a legacy company, having proven itself from 2004 when David Schmidt was commissioned by the Navy SEALs. And we know this story. A lot of us know that story. And all of what's led us up to today, and still what he's doing in the future. This is the company to do it with. If you're going to put your energies and your belief into something besides God, which I fully invest my heart, my soul, and my life is in serving God. I believe I'm serving God and helping other people. And that's the benefit of living younger, that we can actually help people to live better, because never mistake a long life for a good life. Thank you all for letting me share this with you. It's been a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you so much, Karl. My gosh, my friend, you are so gifted. You get me excited listening to you every time you start to share. Oh, it's incredible.
You got me to change my background picture when you said that, you know, put the stem cells, put the little guys to work for you.
Yes.
I put this up as one of the old pictures I had. And
Yeah,
put the little guys to work for you.
It's an old image, Kai. We remember that from our previous endeavor.
Yeah,
that was
that's
very
a stem
famous.
cell work.
Our
That's
backdrop in that project. So
this is a
Kai
stem
and I
cell.
have a history. So this is that's a beautiful metaphor right there. It's incredible. So, and I want to thank you, Kai. I want to thank you, Tony. I want to thank you, Clarissa, and I want to thank everybody that's on the call. I want to thank Hannah. My image here probably looked a lot better a little while ago when she sat in front of my camera here, but hey, it's a great day. We appreciate you guys. And as always, I'd like to have my friend Kai Jacobson complete it, round it up with some magical words of wisdom. He is the master. None of us would be here if it wasn't for this man. So Kai, closing remarks, comments, any words of wisdom you'd love to share? The floor is yours.
Well, I feel like everyone said such a great thing. I mean, Clarissa, your personal story is so powerful. Also, I went and voted and put 20 votes in for you. I hope you win. Just while we were on the call. And Tony, it's great to meet you, and I can see why you have a big following on YouTube. You're good, or podcasts. I mean, you're very, very articulate and very warm and inspirational in your speech. And Karl, always, I love how you put words together, and you're very, very intelligent. I really like that brilliance that you bring. And so, you know, everybody, it's nice to meet all the new people like Nancy and Madeline and Tina. I haven't heard you, but I can feel your presence, and Teresa and Judy, thanks for hosting the call. And all I can say is welcome home. LifeWave is something that you can truly lean into. You can lean into it, and by leaning into it, you can take it as far as you want. I mean, you can, you know, just enjoy the products, as Pete said, or make a little bit of money from it and get your product free, which is great. I mean, like, you know, when I go to a health food store, if I really like something and I refer people to it, they don't give it to me for free. If I say the avocados are really good today, or that supplement was great, they don't give me a kickback and say, hey, you know, you referred a few people here, or, you know, it's really nice. We'll let you have your product free from now on. Well, that happens with this model. Or you can just make a little extra money. You know, if you kind of say, well, you know, I just will share it with a few people and do it with, you know, just to make a little extra, it can make a big difference. You know, a couple $100 a month can mean, you know, a vacation at the end of the year if you save it, or, you know, down payment on a car. It can be very, very important, just a small amount coming in every week from the business or every month. And you can take it to literally $1 million business and have the freedom. I know, Karl, you're a freedom fighter, but part of freedom is being funded. Like it's expensive to do freedom fighting. You have to eat, you have to travel, you have to do a lot of stuff. And so it's nice to monetize it. And I love having a business that's in 70 countries. They handle all the shipping, they make the product, they make great videos, they do all the bookkeeping. They allow you to build a big network and leverage yourself by getting a small commission on your team that starts to grow under you. And you can take it as far as you want, and you can keep it as small as you want. And in every way, it's perfect. So I like it just because it's so flexible, and it's something you can truly lean into as far as you want. And it's just a great experience, and it creates freedom. And that's kind of what my life's about, is about really trying to encourage people to be empowered. And, so you're empowering your own health, you're empowering your own wealth, and, financial security. And because it's an 18-year-old company now, it's something you can really rely on and can trust. And they're really good people running it. So they're there to help and support you. So that's what I have to share. Welcome home. Welcome to the community.
Thank you again, Kai. Just appreciate you as always, my friend. And it's been great. We're at the top of the hour, and we'll end the recording here, Judy. So if you're there, you can end. We'll stay on. If anybody has any questions, we'll do a little Q&A here in a few minutes. So anybody have any questions? I know you partially have your hand up, Karl. Is that mean you have something to add here? No?
No, it's scratching my head. And
okay. I thought you
but
had.
I do want to add something as we head into perhaps the Q&A here. And I see the recording is still on, so maybe I should wait if Judy's got it muted or not.
No problem with some of this Q&A stuff here. It's some of it's great on the recording as well, so I'll leave it there.
I want to add this to you. A lot of things are being taken away from us in this world right now. And that's just the way the world is turning as we move into a whole new phase of occupying this planet. But this business and our health and the ability to run a business like this go with you anywhere you go in this world, wherever you choose to live. And there are, of course, limits to where the product is right now. But as Kai said, 75 different countries around the world gives you a lot of options. And you can operate this business from wherever you are. And that's something else. When you don't have to show up every day or show up as you would want, you can run this business and be talking to people. Because if you like to talk to people, you've got a wonderful topic to cover. And it's a natural segue. The end question is always, well, where do I get it? And that's where you start with somebody.
Very well said, Karl. So find a need and fulfill that need. That is the essence of what we do and how to become very successful in LifeWave without a shadow of doubt. And those that master that skill, find a need and fulfill it. Help them get what they want. Make their problems, their health concerns go away. And all of your financial hardships, struggles will all disappear by default. So it's incredible. Anybody else? Any questions at all? Anything they want to add? Tony, I see you deep in thought there. Maybe you've got a comment or a question or something we can maybe help you with.
No, I'm just still buzzing off of Karl's speech.
That was good, wasn't it?
Tony, I look forward to being on your show, buddy. We got things to talk about.
Definitely having you on for sure.
We'll have to get you to our office in the very near future, Tony. Akakao, 30th and 5th.
I'm always in the office.
Yeah.
We actually met there the other day, Pete. You would recall, right?
Oh, yes, that's correct. Tony was there.
Tony and three of us and others, yep.
Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. How about the ones that have been silent here? Nancy, Teresa, Madeline, Tina Hepner, any questions at all from anybody before we wrap this up?
Just unmute yourself.
Yeah, those that want to ask a question, now is definitely the time. So if I don't hear any questions, we are at the top of the hour, and we usually try to keep this call to maximum 1 hour. So I am going to thank each and every one of you that took time out of your busy schedule to be here on this call today. And it's always the first Thursday of every month, the LifeWave Success Team Zoom call. We have different guests each and every time, and it's always a pleasure. So we'll sign off, and I thank you all for attending.
Hi, Pete. I just want to thank you all so much again. I hope I did not let you down. I'm on the top 2 right now, and I only have 1 hour. And, thank you so much. I appreciate, even if I did not win this. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
You gave it your best, and you made us proud.
Yes,
So
yeah.
thank you, Clarissa.
The only difference is that my competitor, they had major sponsor, but we have the love of the community. So thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So
Good luck, Curly. Good luck, Clarissa.
Really good run. Proud of you. And thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful, awesome,
Have a great night. God bless you all.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.